Hello, welcome to D&H Innovation. We are Caesar's distribution partner in the UK. You can order full range of Caesar scanners from our online store at www.dhinnovation.co.uk. In this video, we are going to walk you through the main settings and functions of the recently updated Windows version of Caesar Scanner software, version 17.4.0301.1. For tutorial video on how to use the Mac version of Caesar Scanner software, please visit our YouTube channel. New features including the video recording and screen recording functions have been added in this updated version of Caesar Scanner software. The user's interface has been optimized, and known bugs have been fixed as well. Let's start the Caesar Scanner software. Upon the start of the software, you will see two options here, Scanner and Visual Presenter. Select the appropriate function according to your needs. You can switch the scanner's working mode between Scanner and Visual Presenter from the software main user's interface later. Now, let's choose Scanner to review the scanner functions first. This is the main user's interface for the Caesar Scanner software. When you click on the settings icon here, the Software and Scanner setting menu will pop up. Under the System Settings tab, you can review the software version and scanner's firmware version. If your computer is connected to the internet, the program will also check if there are new updates for the software itself and the scanner's firmware. If there is an update available for the software, you will need to download the updated software installation file to install it. For instructions on how to update the scanner's firmware, please visit caesar.co.uk. Below the Software and Firmware Version Information tab are the software language setting. Currently, you have the language options including Simplified Chinese, English and Traditional Chinese. Here is the Help tab where you can find the link to Caesar's official technical support page. Useful product support information and resources including the software and firmware downloads, user's manual, and instruction videos can be found on Caesar's official technical support page. Now, let's go to the scanner settings. The first option is the frequency setting. As ET-16 can be used as a visualizer, you may want to adjust the frequency to fit your local TV standard. Here in the UK, we will choose 50 Hz. Customers in the USA or Japan shall choose 60 Hz as you are in a NTSC zone. Under the Resolution tab, you can set the image resolution from 16 megapixels, 5 megapixels, 8 megapixels or set your own customized resolution. When setting your own image resolution, please bear in mind that the maximum image resolution of ET-16 is 16 megapixels. So your customized image resolution should not go beyond that. Also, you will need to keep your customized image resolution in line with the aspect ratio of 4:3. The higher image resolution you choose here, the larger scanned image size you will get out from the scanner. However, that also means the image processing will take longer to be completed. In this demo, we are using ET-16's default resolution at 16 megapixels. The next setting is the DPI setting, is what you can find in almost all scanners in the market. The highest DPI you can get from ET-16 is 300 DPI, while 250 DPI is the default setting, which we found is adequate for book scanning and text recognition purpose. Here is the image format setting. The only output image format for ET-16 is JPEG. You do have the options to convert and export the scanned images to PDF, TIFF and Word document file format when the image scanning is done, which we will show you later in this demo. You can also specify the output image quality here from low to best. In this demo, we are choosing the default setting as medium. Here is the paging setting. ET-16 can automatically split scanned dual-page book images, which Caesar called facing page images, into two separate images, one for the left book page and another for the right. That is what Caesar called the paging function. You can click here to turn on or turn off the auto-paging function. According to the direction of the scanned book, you can set the paging order between left to right and right to left. Here are the Visual Presenter function settings which will be applied to the visualizer functions of ET-16. The Visual Presenter function settings are quite simple. You just need to set the storage location for the recorded videos, screen recordings and screenshot images. By default, the video recordings will be saved in WMV format, the screen recordings will be saved in MP4 format, and the screenshot images will be saved in JPEG format. Okay, that is all for the software and scanner settings. Now, let's go back to the software's main interface. Here you will find the buttons for scan, export and batch. Click on the scan icon will start a new scan job. Click on export, will open the export and OCR menu. Click on batch, will open the bulk after scan image processing options. We will go through the export and batch functions later. Let's start a sample scan first. To start a new scan job, just click on the scan button and you will see the preview window turns up, which will show you what the scanner's camera see in real time. Before scanning the object, please make sure the black background pad are placed properly underneath the scanner's camera and fully occupied the preview window. Otherwise scanning and image processing error will happen. Before pressing the scan button, there are a few more scanning preferences we need to configure here. First, you need to specify the scanned image storage location by clicking on this folder setting icon. You do not need to set it every time, however, if you want to change the storage location, you can always do it here. This is the scanned image folder short icon. You can always click on it to open the scanned image folder, even when a scan is undergoing. This is the color mode selection menu. You can choose the from color, pattern, stamp, grayscale and black and white. The color mode allows the scanner image to retain the scanned object's original color. The pattern mode is used to scan documents with background patterns, such as ID card or passport. Under the pattern mode, the scanned object's background patterns will be highlighted wherever possible. Here is a comparison between a passport page, scanned under the pattern mode and the color mode. As you can see here, under the pattern mode, the background patterns of the passport page is more visible. The stamp mode is used to scan official documents with stamps on it. In some countries, like most Asia countries, stamps are widely used and sometimes are required for official documents in order to make them valid. Under the stamp mode, the stamps on the documents will be highlighted, and their color will be kept as the original to comply with the local documentation practice when it is required. Here is a comparison between a stamped document scanned under the stamp mode and the color mode. As you can see, the stamp is highlighted in stamp mode, and other contents on the documents are processed in black and white with a purified background. You also have the options to scan under the grayscale mode and black and white mode. For textbook scans, we would recommend users to choose the black and white mode for a purified background. The next step is to choose the processing method. If you are scanning a single page, or just flat documents, which does not require curve corrections, you shall choose the flat single page mode for a faster and more accurate image processing. If you are scanning bound documents such as books or accounting documents which have a curve to be flattened, you shall choose the facing page mode so the scanner will automatically flatten the scanned image and correct any curves it detected. If you are scanning an oversized document which is larger than the background pad, or you just want to scan part of the scanning object, you can select the manual selection mode. Under manual selection mode, you need to draw a selection box over the scanning object. The scanner will only scan and process the contents within the selection box you specified. You also have the option of no processing mode. Under this mode, the scanner will simply take still images of the scanned object without any image processing. If you made a mistake in choosing the correct scanning preference, you can still adjust the images after they have been scanned in the after image processing stage later. However, the processing method can only be changed if you select flat and single mode, or the no processing mode, initially. If you selected the facing pages or manual selection mode, the processing method cannot be changed afterwards. In this demo, we are going to scan few pages from a book. Since the scanning object is a book, we selected black and white as the color mode, and the facing pages mode as the processing method. Under the processing method selection are the auto scan function switch and the scan button. ET-16 allows users to scan book automatically by simply turn the pages. When you turn on the auto scan function here, every time when you turn the book page, the scanner will detect the page turning and start to scan the new page. The scan button allows you to start a new scan. In this demo, we will set the scanner in auto scan mode to show you how it works. You can also start a new scan by pressing the scan button on the base of the scanner, using the supplied hand shutter release button or the supplied foot pedal, to trigger a new scan manually. Here at the bottom of the preview window, you can find the scanner's mode number. Here is the exposure setting. By default, the scanner will set the exposure in auto. However, if you do wish to increase or decrease the exposure, for example, if you are scanning a glossy page, you may wish to decrease the exposure to minimize the light reflection on it. As you can see from the preview window, when we increased the exposure value, the book page looks brighter than it was in the auto mode. For most of the book scan jobs, we will recommend you to keep the exposure setting in auto. Here is the link to the online instruction video by Caesar. The scanner will keep reminding you to watch the instruction video for 5 times to help you get started. After you visited the link 5 times, the video link will disappear. To assist the finger removal function, Caesar has supplied a set of the finger covers with each scanner which is required for facing page scanning mode. Please do not forget to put them on before scanning dual page documents. Also, the finger covers are left and right sensitive. You can see there is a mark to indicate left or right on the finger covers. Please make sure you are putting on the correct finger covers. Since the scanning object is a book with curved page, first we need to press on the pages to make sure the book's pages stay still while being scanned. It is worthy mention that the position to place your finger is important. You shall place just one finger on each side of the book and place the finger at the center of the book edge to avoid image processing errors. If you place more than one fingers on each of the book edges, the finger removal function won't work properly and the auto image processing may fail to work. Now, we are all set to start the scan. We will scan 20 dual book pages to show you the speed of the scanner. Because this demo is recorded from a computer, you won't see the laser beams which are casted on the scanned pages. When you are scanning with ET-16, each time when a book page is scanned, you will see 3 laser beams casted on the book, and those laser beams will remain on for about half second. The laser beams are used to detect the book's curve, as well as any page turning movements. It is also a good indicator to tell you the scan is in process. When the laser beams disappeared, you are ready to scan the next page. As you can see, all we need to do here is holding the book still, wait for the laser beams to disappear, then turn to the next page. We recorded the video in real time so you can have a clear idea about how long will it take to scan. We will say scanning one page just takes about 1.5 seconds. Don't forget, for book scans, one scan like this is actually scanning 2 book pages in one go, which means you get 1 book page scanned in just 0.75 seconds, which is very fast. As you can see here, at the top of the right-hand column, there are 2 indicators, processed and scanned. The scanned number is the total number of the images that the scanner captured. The processed number is the total number of images that the scanner has processed. The scanner will process the images while new pages are being scanned, to speed up the whole process. The image processing speed varies. It is depending on the capability of your computer. Here is the specifications of the computer used in this demo. Normally, for a mid-range computer, with Intel i5 processor, and 4 GB RAM installed, the lag between the scanned number and processed number should be around 3 or 4 pages only. Now, the image processing is completed. As you can see, all 20 pages have been processed here. We can now close this scan preview window and go back to the main software interface. Please note that you are not allowed to close this scan preview window until all the scanned images are processed, to avoid any unexpected file corruption. This is the temporary scanned image library where all the processed images are listed. Here, you will find the All selection key, the left and right page selection key, the folder import key, and the Storage Folder Quick Access key. By clicking on the All Selection key, all the images in the current library will be selected. By clicking on the left or right page selection key, provided that the images came from a dual-page documents and the Smart Paging function are turned on, you can select the left pages only or the right pages only. By clicking on the Folder Import key, you can select and import previously scanned images to the program for further editing or OCR. By clicking on the Storage Folder Quick Access key, you can open the scanned image storage folder directly to view the scanned images in a standard Windows folder view. You can click on any of the images to review the scan and processing result. By clicking on these two view switch icon, you can change the file views between title list view and thumbnail view. As you can see, the book pages have been automatically flattened, all detected curves are corrected. The fingers have been removed from the images perfectly. You can review all the pages and check if there is any processing error. In this case, all pages has been scanned and processed perfectly as we expected. Under each scanned page, you can see there are 4 options: delete, rescan, insert and details. If you do not want a specific page, for example, a blank page like this one, you can delete it from the library by clicking the delete key. If any of the pages has processing error, you can choose to rescan that specific page by clicking the rescan key. The rescan function won't change the sequence of the pages. If you missed any pages while scanning, you can choose to insert a new page by clicking on the insert key. The new scanned image will be added to the library right after the selected page. If you want to check the image size and time information, click on the details key. It will show you the details of the image's size and modified time. Underneath the preview window is the after processing menu. As mentioned previously, if you fail to choose the right scanning preferences you need from the start, you can do it in the after processing stage. For example, here, we want to change the color mode from black and white mode to color mode. Just click on color, it will show you how the image will look like in color mode. Here is how it looks like in patterns, stamp and grayscale mode. Here is the print key. It allows you to print the currently selected image. Here are the screen display options. The first option is the image moving tool. When selected, it allows you to move the image around as you can see here. This is the adaptive width display button. It will set image to fully occupy the preview window horizontally. This is the adaptive height display button, which will set the image to fully occupy the preview window vertically. This 1x1 display button will display the selected image in full size. Those are the editing tools. All the editing options here will be applied to the currently displayed image only. First is the box selection tool. With this tool, you can select part of the image and move its position. You can also resize the part of the images you selected, or delete the selected part of the images, by pressing the delete key on your computer's keyboard. Then is the crop tool, which allows you to crop the image. With the crop tool, you can choose to leave the selected part of the image in the original position, or just crop the selected part and discard the original image. This is the rotation tool, which allows you to rotate the currently selected image clockwise or counterclockwise, flip it horizontally or vertically, or you can rotate it freely at any angles. This is the image adjustment tool. It allows you to adjust the contrast, sharpness and the thickness of the texts on the currently selected image. This is the reset button. It will undo all the edits you've made and reverse the currently displayed image back to its processed condition. This is the quick OCR button. It will run OCR on the currently displayed image and export it to a Word document file. This is the processing method selection. It allows you to choose the image processing mode, in case you did not set it right at the beginning of the scan. Please note that, if you initially scan the image under the facing page mode, or the manual selection mode, you can't change the processing method here. so it is critical to choose the right image processing method right from the beginning. The last option is the Assist Process key, which gives you the opportunity to rectify any auto-image processing error when the image were initially scanned under the flat and single mode, or the facing page mode. If the original image was scanned under the flat and single mode, the Assist Process key allows you to redefine the edge of the single scanning object, like what you are seeing here. If the original image was scanned under the facing page mode, the Assist Process key allows you to adjust the position of the book spine and the position of the assisted laser beam to correct any skewed image. At the very bottom of the program window is the Background Task Inspection key. You can check the progress of any active image processing or OCR tasks performed in the background from here. Now, let's continue to explore the export options. By click on the Export button, you will see 4 export options: PDF, Searchable PDF, OCR and TIFF. This PDF export option will export all the selected images to a single PDF file like you are seeing here. The Searchable PDF option here will combine all the selected images, run OCR on them, and export them to a searchable PDF file. Let's make a quick test here. First, we selected all the scanned images. Click on Searchable PDF. You will need to specify the OCR recognition language. On the left-hand side are the most frequently used languages, according to your own usage. If the scanned document contained texts from mixed languages, you can manually select the OCR languages here, and tick all the languages need to be recognized on the target file. The OCR engine is provided by the industry leader, Adobe, so you won't be caught short of supported OCR language options. ET-16 now support OCR on 184 languages with high recognition accuracy. Since the book we scanned is in English, we just choose English as the recognition language, then click Confirm. Choose the export file store location and name it. Click on Save. The OCR and export process will start with a progress indication window. Now the whole process is done. Here is a link to the exported file. Let's click on it to open the exported searchable PDF file. As you can see here, all the texts on the file are now selectable, which means the OCR is successful. If you have the Adobe Acrobat, you can even edit the exported file. Let's try to search events in the scanned pages. As you can see, the exported file is now fully searchable. Now let's go back to the scanner software to keep exploring. This OCR export button will run OCR on the selected images and export them to a single Word document file. The process is the same as the searchable PDF export, as you can see here. ET-16 also supports TIFF export, which is valuable for some commercial users. Let's take a look at the TIFF export option. First, we need to select all the images we want from the library, then click on the TIFF export button. The export menu will turn up. Set your export preference here. In this case, we prefer to have the images in grayscale. Next, you can choose the compression mode from no compression, LZW compression, JPEG compression and Group 4 compression. In this case, we choose LZW compression, as the scanned book images may require perfect reconstruction when decompressed. When you've done all the settings, click Confirm. It will ask you where you want to store the exported files. Specify the file store route, give it a name and click on Save. The export process will start and the progress window will show up to tell you exactly what the software is doing and close itself when the export is done. Okay, it is done now. Let's have a look at what the exported file looks like. Here is the file. As you can see, the image quality is excellent and all the texts and images are clear. So now, we've looked at all the export options. Let's continue to look at the batch processing functions. When clicking on batch, you will have the following options: color mode, processing method, rotate, crop, delete, standardize, rename, quality and print. The color mode, processing method, rotate and crop functions are pretty much the same as the adjustment functions for single images, which we have demonstrated earlier. However, this time, all adjustments you make under the batch menu will be applied to all the images in your selection instead of just one single image. The delete functions here will delete all the images under your current selection. Please be advised that once you confirm to delete, there is no way you can get the deleted files back, so please use the delete function with caution. The standardize options allows you to change the export image size, DPI, background color, ways of alignment, and whether to resize image to fit background or not. You may find it useful when you want to customize the look of the exported files by your own preference. The rename option allows you to rename the scanned images in bulk. Again, those options are for your convenience and you can set it according to your own preference. The quality option allows you to adjust the image contrast, sharpness and text thickness on all the selected images. The print option allows you to print all the selected images in one go. That is all for the scanner functions of ET-16. Let's continue to look at the visual presenter functions. ET-16 can be used as visualizer, which Caesar called visual presenter. What does it do, is to show whatever the scanner's camera see, in real time, to your audience. This function is particularly useful when you are making a presentation. There are two ways to use the scanner as a visualizer. The first option is connecting the scanner to external display devices, such as a projector or monitor, through a HDMI cable directly. The second option is connecting the scanner to a computer via an USB cable, then connecting your computer to external display devices. In this demo, we will show you how the visualizer function works when the scanner is connected to the computer via USB. To start the visualizer function, click on this visualizer icon. It will bring up this visualizer function window. This is the display button. By clicking on it, the visualizer window will be displayed. This is the capture video and image library for the current session. Any video recordings, or captured screenshot, will be displayed after the visualizer session is completed. As you see here, the scanner is now displaying the object under its camera in real time. If your mouse has a scroll wheel, you can zoom in or zoom out the image by scrolling the wheel. At the bottom of the visualizer window is the exposure adjustment. By default, the scanner will set the exposure in auto. However, if you do wish to adjust it, you can do that here. On the right hand here is the Visualization Tools column. These are the drawing tools which allow you to draw lines or shapes over the image. Here you can change the color of your drawings. Here you can adjust the thickness of the drawing lines. Here are the line options. You can choose to draw a solid line, a dashed line or a dotted line. This is the moving tool which allows you to move the zoomed image around the screen. This is the image size reset key, which allows you to reset the image quickly. This is the eraser, which allows you to erase all drawings. At the bottom of the Tools column is the video recording button and the screen recording button. If you want to record the visualizer window, click on the video recording button, and then click on this recording key. When the recording is started, you will see the timer starts here. To stop recording, just click on this stop key. The screen recording functions work in the same way as the video recording functions. However, when using screen recording, the full computer screen will be recorded. Here is the screenshot key. When you want to take a screenshot of what the scanner's camera captured, turn on the screenshot functions, then click on the freeze key to take a screenshot. Click the unfreeze key to finish the screenshot action. So, basically, when using under the screenshot mode, the free or unfreeze key is working as the camera shutter button. When not using under the screenshot mode, the free key will free the visualization window and display a still image instead of the real-time video. Now, we have finished this visualization session. Just click here to close the visualization window, and go back to visualization function window. As you can see, in the library view, the captured video recordings, screen recordings and screenshots are listed here. You can review and delete the files by selecting the function keys below the file's title. Okay, that is all for the new Czur ET-16 Scanner software walkthrough. We hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions, please be free to contact us. Our contact information can be found in the video descriptions below.